What up, y'all? It's Papers, and I'm back. Back with my man, Henry Shaw, aka Freak, as he starts his college career. Now, in the last episode, y'all got to see that Henry Shaw chose the University of Connecticut as his college of choice. So, now it's time for him to start his first college game. So, let's just jump right into it.
And welcome, college basketball fans. This is where you want to be, right here on 2K Sports. Some great action ahead, and we're happy to have you here along with us for the ride. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We've got the Kansas Jayhawks taking on the UConn Huskies.
There is no feeling like a packed house on a college campus. You can just feel the electricity in the air as two major colleges go head-to-head on the hardwood.
And even though this game isn't a must-have game, it feels like a tournament game, a one-and-done type situation. Both of these programs know that a win here could be huge for them as they get ready to make a run in March.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Kansas Jayhawks. We've got Oubre, and it's Duncan in at the two-guard spot. Well, one thing about Kansas is that they love their basketball. Jayhawks have long been synonymous with being a powerhouse college program.
One of the true blue bloods, if you will, in college basketball. I mean, they've been relevant and in contention for a very long time. They were winning titles before any official organization was put in place.
And he gets it to go.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
Lee goes in. It's tipped. They retain possession. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. They get it again.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Now here's Oubre, guarded by Keith. Here's Duncan. Sinks that one from the post.
And you said it. I mean, the Jayhawks have won for a really long time. 3 college titles for them. The first one coming in 1952, the others in 88 and 2008.
Here is Day, covered by Lee. Goes up at the stripe, and Day gets it to go. Day's got his first bucket of the night.
I tell you what, fellas, he loves those mid-range jumpers. I mean, that's where he makes his money.
It's guys, so often big state schools like Kansas care more about football than basketball, but not the case with the Jayhawks. I mean, the basketball program has been a source of pride for a long time, and when you have success like they've had, it's really easy to be proud.
Kansas on D. Jennings passes to Shaw. From deep, the shot's good on the assist by Jennings. Shaw's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Shaw in at the 3, and it's Jennings in at the point guard. Now here's Freak. Kicks it to McGuire. UConn moving that ball around. Now here's Freak. Tight defense on him. No good. And Kansas the other way now. And so in the game for the Jayhawks, we've got Williams, and it's Dedmon in at the 4 spot. The Huskies on offense.
And one thing about UConn that has been true all throughout their rise as a power, they have always played solid defense. It's something the program really hammers home.
What up, y'all? I'm back, and it's halftime because at this point, they don't put Shaw back in the game. So I'm just going to cut right to the halftime. And as you can see, the Huskies take a big lead. And Shaw has to.
And the second half of basketball
So now
is
it's the
about
second
to get
half.
underway, folks. Welcome back to this broadcast
And
of college basketball here on 2K Sports.
We'll just jump right into it.
And guys, I think we may see some strategies being adjusted here as we get into the second half. Still plenty of time to cut into this lead.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, Freak has done a good job of getting his team in this position, and they got themselves a bit of breathing room in the first half, and all they have to do the rest of the way is manage the lead.
Shaw in at small forward. Martin is out there with Keefe, and it's Day in at the point.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
And for Kansas, they've got Duncan, and it's Oubre in at the small forward. And for the Huskies, Shaw, he's in at 3. Keefe is out there with Martin, and it's Day in at the point guard position. Lee kicks to Duncan. There's a screen. Lee dishes to Oubre. Shot off the pick. With the second effort, rejected by Shaw. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Shaw's got the lead up to 13 now for the Huskies. Lee with the ball. Duncan at the elbow. The feed now to Terry. Now here's Oubre, defended by Shaw, and the shot is good. 6 points for Kelly Oubre.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
They set the pick. Day the pass to Shaw. Here is Keefe from the arc. Oubre pulls it in.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often. I love the killer instinct he shows right there, exploding to the rim to add to the lead.
For the Huskies, Sims is checked in, and it's Pearson for Martin. The Huskies shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. Kansas trails by 14. And here is Jenkins. Daniels dishes to Jenkins. Frazier with a screen on Jennings. Here's Jenkins. Huskies with the rebound.
No doubt one of the most highly touted players on the floor is Freak. His abilities out on the wing are just phenomenal, and he is one of the few players that can dominate from that position.
And Greg, it takes a special talent to be able to control the game from the perimeter, but Freak is that kind of player. I mean, he can hurt you in so many different ways when he's left one-on-one with the defender, and he's comfortable pulling up or attacking the basket.
And so he makes both from the line. Kansas trails by 16. Frazier outside. He feeds it to Daniels. Here's Jenkins. Here is Daniels, guarded by Keefe. 4 on the shot clock. Calderon, that's good. The Huskies leading by 14. And so in the game for the Jayhawks, they've got Frazier, and it's Jenkins in at the point. Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Calderon. And Freak throws it down.
Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
We need to calm down. We're taking too many shots early in the clock. Let's get some ball movement and run something on the offensive end. Keep it simple. Let's throw it down inside or run some pick and roll up top.
And so here's Kansas. It's a 16-point game. Out left to the wing. Now here's Oubre. Tight defense on him. He kicks it to Daniels. No luck. And the Huskies going the other way now.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
Terry. And the Jayhawks again can't hit. The Huskies leading by 16.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Huskies.
Well, the one thing that jumps out in this game, Clark, and Steve's kind of touched on it, is the free throw shooting, which they did a much better job at.
Yeah, absolutely a big plus. And oftentimes, Kevin, we've seen it time and time again. Your performance at the line can be the difference maker in a game.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Freak. And with the way he came out energized on the defensive end in particular, getting a hand on a lot of shots, he got them rolling.
And the Jayhawks with possession. There's the screen. Here's Daniels. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then follows it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback.
Got a pigeon on that one. Easy money right there, fellas. Going old school on you young fellas. Look that up, pigeon.
UConn with the ball. Following the score by Kansas. Stolen away. And now Daniels pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
That's on me. That's on me.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for the Huskies, Bryson Daniels.
So after these free throws,
no good.
Connecticut coach takes everybody out because the game is pretty much well in hand. So we're gonna cut to the end. As you can see, UConn is pretty much happy because they won the game, with the score being 34-21, and a decent game by Shaw. As you're gonna see, his final stats: 9 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 blocks, 2 turnovers, 1 foul. Overall, a decent game. Alright, now, see you at the next one. Peace.